There, good people of Earth. This is to let you know that we're going to be on YouTube live in about 15 minutes. What are we going to be doing? Well, firstly, I'll be wearing pyjamas, singing some of my greatest hits, be that Yallah, Everybody Hurts. There's quite a lot of things. No, no, that's REM and Coldplay in it. I'm not in any of those bands or any band except for several fictional ones. Bear's going to be there, aren't you, Bear? Bear? You're going to be participating? We're going to be talking about how to survive lockdown, how to use these conditions to bring about some kind of hello there in South Africa. Hello, Aaron Cresskill. You stay safe as well, mate. Winterstone, I love you, Daniel Winterstone. What great work you did on this arm. I can't see it, but it's under the pyjamas. That was done by the great Mark Mahoney. And just a little bit higher beneath this rather nice Liberty print gift from the in-laws is some of Winterstone, one of the great tattooist work. Anyway, I'm going to be showing you some Kundalini work, and we'll be talking about my experiences with Wim Hof. Telling you about some people coming up on Under the Skin, like the glorious, look, that shows I'm live. That's good, isn't it? It's like a ransom note. You know, in films where they hold up a newspaper to show that it is that day. Look, no one's doing a ransom. Right? That's not what this is about, for God's sake. Yeah, we're going to talk about Wim Hof. Joe Wicks is coming up on Under the Skin soon. Ricky Gervais is coming up on Under the Skin soon. There's a lot of lovely YouTube content. And who's this? Mattis Kolstrup. Oh, hi from Denmark. All right, Denmark, Copenhagen. So many memories. That spiral tower, that little town that's called something like Kristin, where you can take drugs. I remember being there as a younger man, taking drugs. Actually, the drugs you weren't supposed to, like heroin, I also took, and they wanted me out of there pretty quickly. Glorious days, really, glorious days. Wouldn't go back to them, though, not for nothing. Hello there, Zinedine, yeah, Joe Wicks. Mama Garish says, gotta love Wim Hof. All of you lot, I'm going to be asking you to join me in a little bit, over on YouTube, where we will be discussing techniques to stop us going insane, breath work, political and spiritual connotations of our new situation, dealing with the new normal. How are you entertaining yourself? Is there any questions that I can answer for you? Are your pets getting on your nerves? Are your kids getting on your nerves? Do you want to learn some new crafts? If you want to learn some new crafts, for example, you might want to follow my missus at Joy Journal on Instagram. She comes up with some fantastic ways to entertain children. And from my safe place, a good few yards away, I see that these techniques work. Now, I'm very involved in the parenting. This is 2020. Calm down. Hold on to your pants. Hold on to your pants, for God's sake. Yoga is the way forward. But I agree with you, Sir Johnny Aggro. So you're called Sir Johnny Aggro, and you've discovered that yoga is the answer. Where's the aggro, Johnny? I remember when it used to be about the aggro. I'll be talking about how much I'm missing jiu-jitsu. How many of you BJJ fans out there, you rollers and chokers, are missing the sweet sweat, the tender caress of a ball bag right up in the old boat race? That's what I miss. Caroline Cocaine, or O'Kane, sorry, love, I didn't mean to do that, says, how's Morrissey? Not good, mate, not good. I mean, Morrissey is living out his last. Morrissey, my cat, you know, I don't want to be breaking that kind of news story. My cat, who is called Morrissey, is not well. My teenagers are struggling, Russell says, so M's Twinix. Yeah, difficult to be a teenager at this time on lockdown, although basically when I was a teenager I was on a kind of self-imposed lockdown, and I won't trivialize this by telling you what I was doing to pass away that time. Jamanila Louise, just a beautiful bunch of smiling faces. Russell, how do you cope with the isolation? Well, prayer, meditation, reaching out to other people and trying to think of others. I've realised, I was talking to Fern Cotton on her fantastic podcast, Happy Place. You should listen to that. That's out now. I was talking to Fern, and I realised I've not been doing enough for other people. You know, like, fear can make you selfish. You recognise why society functions as it does on the promotion of fear and desire. Because it's very easy to control people when we're afraid and when we're full of desire. One of the problems is we're all going cold turkey on consumerism, isn't it? Like, if you go into a supermarket, the most ordinary experience known to man, it's now like being in some Baudrillardian dreamscape, isn't it? I was just in one, I'm wearing gloves, I'm wearing a mask, people are walking metres away, it's one in, one out, like it's the coolest nightclub in the world. Sainsbury's now is like China Whites was when I was a boy, we'll be the old devil's dad. Sorry, I don't know about all this stuff, really. The divine has orchestrated this, says Robbie McKenzie, so that we can ascend. Well, I hope so, mate, I hope so. Ascension is part of it, aligned with the divine. Love breathwork. Yeah, I love the breathwork as well, man. I've been giving my breath. Like, how long can you hold your breath for? I can do 3 minutes now, and according to Wim Hof, who's the guest on Under the Skin this Wednesday, which will be widely streamed. It will be on YouTube. It will be given away for free everywhere. But you know, ultimately, we want you to subscribe to Luminary because that's where they fund me doing these things. Wim Hof gave me some good tips on that breath work, and I'm going to show you how to do it with all props to Wim Hof. The world's gone crazy, says Ed Will 101. The world was always crazy, but the craziness has been more clearly revealed, mate. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I've just got out of the shower, so please don't judge the old barnet, will you? There will be more root lift as the evening goes on, I assure you of that. 36-minute breath hold, get out of it. Mr. Nibs, is that the real Mr. Nibs? With all his spare time, do you think people will find more time to meditate or begin to learn to meditate? I sincerely hope so. You should look at TM. You should look at the great Mooji, M-O-O-J-I. You should look at Jason Stevenson of Australia. He's fantastic. Meditation is the answer. 23rd of July, you are my new favourite person. Thank you for the course on commune. Yeah, if you want to learn the 12 steps, go over and do my course on commune. I'll see if I can get it for free for another week. I think it's gone behind a paywall. It's free for a while. It's bloody good. Good approach to the 12 steps. How the 12 steps that people with drug addiction and alcoholism issues use can be applied to all tendencies of dependency. And when have we ever needed to address attachment more than this time where we find ourselves suddenly solitary, suddenly confronted with, hold on a minute, my bookshelf's okay. I've not got anything up there that's weird, have I? No, that's all standard stuff. John Ronson, some of my own books. Nothing to worry about there. Hi from Iceland, says Harper Einers. Hello there to you. I've been to Iceland, mate. I was wanting to go in one of those hot spa things you have, but I was too busy arguing with someone. I'd done a couple of gigs there. When I met the mayor, who was just some sort of bloke in a cardigan. Is he still your mayor? No, he was like king of Iceland or something. He was a guy in a cardigan. One thing I'll never forget about the good people of Iceland is the World Cup, when they knocked out England, that thing that they do. It's a hell of a chant. Someone just asked what was it like meeting Tony Robbins? Great. He's a fantastic man. Powerful, waterful of charisma and energy and endless positivity. He's a great teacher. It was fantastic to meet him. Tendency of dependency. Yes, that's right, Stephen Alexander. Fitness, that was a rhyme. I'm just dropping these lyrics right now. Okay, so listen, you lot. I'm going to be drifting over to YouTube. Well, I've got 8 minutes. There's no need to worry. How do you think people would have reacted if 2012 had started like 2020? That's a really good question, man. When we were all primed, when we were ready for Armageddon and breakdown, we would have freaked out, wouldn't we? Remember that? What about when we was worried about the millennium bug? Oh no, there's a millennium bug. Just something that's going to happen on the computer that might break your microwave. Dry out the 2020 bug. We're all in fucking doors, mate. No one's going nowhere. Okay, hello from Brooklyn. Hello, Remy Bibage. How's it going over there? Frin, is that new movie out and where could I watch it? What new movie? I'm in a movie called Five Kids and I'm in a movie that's coming out next year, but let's not worry about that because it might not be, mightn't it? Who knows where we'll be by then? Perhaps the entertainment industry will have changed. Hi, Russ, says Matt Rushton. My missus just did 15 burpees in a minute. Respect. That's serious respect. Well done. I hate a burpee. If I do training and it's suggested that we do a burpee, I'm like, you could drop me out, son. Drop me out, mate. I don't like getting down there, doing a push-up, jumping up. You can see why it's called that, isn't it? Because it makes you want to regurgitate. And a geezer that was teaching me once said that there's a thing called the free pump prison burpee. What he learned when he was doing a little bit of bird, he said they'd make you do 3 push-ups in the middle. Oh, who needs that? Holistic mental health counselling says, thoughts on 5G? I don't know, man. What do you think? Are you concerned about it? I mean, how quickly do we need our phones to work, for God's sake? I mean, is this not quick enough? Instantaneous? John Barks4 goes, do you miss West Ham? Do you miss West Ham? Man, I've been missing West Ham for a long, long time now. I do miss West Ham. I mean, I've got to say, the football thing, even though it's minor, oh, yeah, I'm feeling it. Laura Colligan, 33, hey from Liverpool. All right, Laura, how's it going, mate? Stacey Sport goes, I hate burpees so much. Yeah, me too. Jungle is enough. See my page, Ross. You might like the messages and photos. They're about life. Well, life is the subject we're into, mate, isn't it? Lots of cosmic hugs there from Angie Bug. Thank you very much. And many, many blessings. Our pets are gone be depressed when we go back to work. There's Christoph Daniel Beaver. Bear, come here. How do you feel about me going back to work? He's a good boy, ain't ya? Do you think you're a person? Do you? Do you think, is there a man trapped in there? Are you a man inside of there? Look at him. Look at that boy. He's a good boy, isn't he? Anyway, listen, if you want to come over and join us on YouTube, we're going to go over there. We're going to jump out of this platform and onto that one. We're going to do some breath work. I'm going to show you some meditation techniques. I'm thinking of doing some burpees. No, I can't do burpees. Look, I'm in my little gym jams. I can't do that now. So it'll be humiliating for all of us. Claire JS33. A lot of 33s out there sending me some love. He is the cutest boy. I'm going to assume, Don Skya Valentino, that you are talking about my beloved dog Bear and not about me. Campbell Ritchie says, those eyes, Bear's lovely. Right, everyone prefers Bear to me. Can you do some more Ponderland, says Andy George 1976. I could do some more. We could just make them. I mean, but you need a good archivist to find the clips. Jenny, who does my social media, she's on the brink of a mental breakdown, I think. Doesn't take much. People just need a little bit of nudging, a little bit of graft, and they fold up like deck chairs, these kids. I don't know. I could do a Ponderland. If you can send me interesting, funny clips, mate, I'll do them. I'll get Matt Morgan on board. I'll get Gareth Roy. I'll pull together the old Ponderland team. Jack Bales, I think, runs Channel 4 now. I think he's king of Channel 4. But what does that matter anymore? There is no Channel 4 no more. Everything's falling apart. Okay, Ponderland is what we all need right now. We'll go and have a look at it. It's online. It's free of charge, isn't it? It's on YouTube. Have a look at some Ponderland. I like the crime episode quite a lot, the Christmas one. Part 1 of the Christmas one. Double funny. Check out that if you've never watched it. All right, guys, I'm going to drift over onto another platform, but I want you to know that I love you, I adore you, I connect with you on the level of absolute oneness. The illusion of separateness will fade as we tune in more deeply with our true selves, and we'll begin to see that all of these social media platforms give us an opportunity to access something that has been long, long neglected, the true spirit within us. Not everything need be modified. We can find our way back to the divine. All right, you look well done for being sober 10 years. Should Liverpool be crowned champions? No, we've got to finish the season. What do you think about Alan Watts? Love him. Darcy Badger, love you. Listen, I'm on my way to YouTube now. I adore you lot. I'll talk to you later. See you over there. Stay free. And Bear doesn't have an Instagram. Bloody cheek. You've got to sign me out, though.